to coast the cruise.
Oh my God, that was so much fun!
Good morning, everybody. It's your boy, The Legend, and I am here at Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri. First time I've ever been to this park. Second day. Gonna show you all around, show you what's good, give you my thoughts. Let's do this. One thing immediately different about this park, as soon as you walk in, you're given this giant newspaper, which has your show times, your park maps, and articles, and all sorts of things. So that's very different. Something I've never really seen any park do is go that extreme with their park maps. Now, one thing that makes Silver Dollar City incredibly unique is that they have the Marble Cave Tour, which is this giant cave built underneath the park. It's actually how the park started. And you get to go on a 1-hour walking tour included with your admission. It's just phenomenal. It's pure natural beauty and really incredible. It's cold, it's, you know, gigantic vistas, and it's really cool. I took a whole bunch of pictures when I was down there yesterday on our Coaster Crew Cave tour, and it was just really awesome. You know, they got this big mural up here, but really interesting, incredibly unique, and something I truly love. That's one of my... Outlaw Run's going to be the best part of this park, but that is going to be a close second. And very cool, very unique, and it's really cool in the middle of the day to just switch it up and do something different. And that cave tour is it, and also you're in a giant gift shop here. Just got off Fire in the Hole, which is a very classic dark ride / roller coaster / flume ride, and I had to point this out. It's the only roller coaster I have ever seen with its own pet dog. Of course, now the dog would not be moving, which is making me just sort of stand here awkwardly while you're staring at a dog not moving. But I guarantee you, that is a real dog. See there, told you it was a real dog. Now I'm over here by Powder Keg, which is the launch SNS kind of family mine train style coaster. But what I really like about it, besides you get the awesome view of the Ozark Mountains here, is that it has some really cool effects when it blasts off. But it's kind of weird because you can't really see the effects from the ride. It's all for it's sort of the people that are hanging out. You can see the train right there. And I wanted to get this on video because it's really pretty neat. Cool ride, definitely lived up to the hype. As did every ride here. I really liked all the roller coasters here. Were really pretty good rides. I mean, Outlaw Run is the star, and I just think that's the coolest thing. You got some barrels that spin over there every time the coaster blasts off. Also, what I found really neat, and obviously we were here for a Coaster Nerd event the other day. And a couple of things. A lot of the track was reused from the old Buzzsaw Falls ride. Things like, you can sort of tell where the track is different. It's got that old style track as opposed to the newer style track. That was all reused from Buzzsaw Falls. And then also what I found was really cool, they don't have brakes on their lift. So in the event of a rollback, it would roll back through the station and then use this big wacky spike to sort of just slow the train down and keep everything safe. I thought that was really neat from a nerd. Right now, Silver Dollar City, they got going on their Bluegrass and Barbecue Festival, so I'm in here in the Grand Exposition Hall, the House of Barbecue, as they call it. My big slab of ribs. You got different places from, I guess, the area. I'm not really sure. There's a couple different barbecue places, all selling stuff, and delicious. And then there's 3 ladies singing in front of a giant American flag, so there's that, if that's your thing. But the food? Fabulous. Now I'm in the Grand Exposition area of the park. We've got one of these giant granite balls that the kids tour around with. Now something I gotta show you guys is that they got like specialty funnel cakes at this park that just sound completely delicious. I just had that big lunch I showed you earlier, but one of these, that is gonna be dessert. Red velvet funnel cake or Oreos, cookies, and cream funnel cake. I mean, that looks fantastic. All right, now we're gonna take you over here to the Grand Exposition in the park. And it's kind of a weird area of the park. I mean, I'm not really familiar with this park's history. I've been here, this is my first time here, probably my only time here, not because the park is incredible, great park. It's just, it's nowhere near Orlando, Florida, so not something I could get to very often. And the park that I compare this to is, Dollywood is their sister park, the one I've been to a lot more. This is kind of like their county fair area where you do see a lot of the flat rides and that kind of thing. But I like the theme. I like it's themed to like a Grand Exposition or World's Fair and things like that. So the theme of the building is really neat. Nothing too much of note. They got teacups and a Dumbo ride and a swinging ship. And then I'm going to show you the two most parts that our coaster nerd friends here that are watching us on youtube.com/coaster crew is, of course, the Kiddie Coaster, which adults can ride. I swallowed my pride yesterday and got the coaster credit on it to bring me up to a whopping count of 356 if you're playing along at home. And then over here, actually the best ride in this area of the park, they've got a disco, and it's kind of cool because it's like set in the trees here, and it's a big one. It's not one of their models with a hump in it, but it's a good sized model, definitely bigger than the one at Dollywood. Larger, probably about 50 feet tall at the end, the sides there, and a fun ride. Now, I've seen about 3 or 4 of these, as they have tons and tons of restaurants here at Silver Dollar City. I mean, they probably have like 40 or 50 food stands in the park, like way more food stands and restaurants than they do rides. But they have a whole bunch that serve food in these giant skillets, all sorts of stuff. And in this section of the park, you have their train ride, which takes you all around the park. Now, unfortunately, there's only one entrance and one exit of the train, but it's a good ride. Takes you all around, and they stop in the middle to do a cheesy train hold-up show with their corny jokes and exactly what you think something like this park would do. Then over here, as you can see there's people in boats. You may also notice that these people are holding guns, not real guns, but laser guns, because that's their shooting floating dark ride, the Flooded Mine, which is kind of neat. Definitely, I mean, I would assume this wasn't built yesterday because it does feel older, but some cool effects in there, and I like it because once you shoot a target, it actually does something. Not everything works right, and my main beef with this ride, you can't see where your gun is shooting, like it doesn't have a laser dot that comes out, but fun ride, something I really enjoyed. Could use, a little bit of modernizing, but shooting dark rides, floating high-capacity rides. The biggest surprise I thought of the entire time at the park was Thunderation, which is an older Arrow mine tree, but a really good ride. It's a long ride, it's in the same vein as Adventure Express, where the lift hill's at the end and it's built into a mountain. And there's some big dips, like it's more thrilling mine train than you would have thought. Some 70-foot dips, a tunnel, really cool ride, great family ride here. Another one of the cool little touches here at Silver Dollar City, a big old swinging bridge. Now I'm here at Tom and Huck's River Blast. It's actually a cool attraction. It's a splash battle style ride themed towards Tom Sawyer and Huck in there. Really cool. Well done. It's like, I mean, it's not a legend run. Let's be right here. Not a legend ride, as you would get very, very wet. But I think it's very well themed and very well done, and worked into the landscape. All there's tree houses, a lot of places where you can go and battle the people on the ride, and they can battle you and that kind of thing. Lots of effects, very, very well done. Now I'm here in one of the newer sections of Silver Dollar City, back left corner of the park, and home to some of the rides they built in real recent. Of course, you got the giant barn swing here. It's a good ride, but not quite. It's better than the one at Dollywood, which I thought ran on real whip mode, but not quite as good as the one at Cedar Point, which runs on full bore crazy mode. And then there's Outlaw Run over here at the corner of the park. Absolutely awesome. I mean, incredible ride. They claim it to be the world's most daring the world's most daring wood roller coaster, and it truly is that. It's an incredible attraction. Really intense. One of the most intense, arguably the most intense wooden roller coaster I've ever been on. The whole thing. It's super smooth, much like my good buddy Will the Thrill says. It is so smooth, and really, really intense. Great ride. Now, hard to take pictures of because it is so far off in the back of the park, but let me tell you, I had the mile-high expectations for this ride, and it definitely lived up to it. Big fan. It's my number 2 favorite wooden roller coaster I've ever been on, and I can't help but give you all good reviews. If you were looking forward to this ride on the fence about coming into this park and making the trip, it's worth it, because check this ride out. It is that incredible. Now I thought this looks really cool. They've got this giant funhouse thing right on the edge of a big old lake here. Now, I actually haven't been in there yet. I'm going to head over there now, but well, I guess not as over to that water park. That does not seem legend friendly. But gonna wander around the rest of it because it does look really. It's actually a really cool area. It's kind of like a big giant shooting gallery with these water guns, and when you hit the targets, they change into different things. It's actually a really cool kind of kids area. Like you hit that and the sign changes. You hit the door and like a person comes out. It's really cool idea. I like this a lot. Hey, True the Intern. You probably should not drink that. Now, the only show I saw here at the Silver Dollar City was the Silver Dollar City Saloon show, and I recommend it. Nice. It takes place in like the old-timey saloon, and there's some of the crew over there. And I highly recommend it. Good show, really exciting. Well, not really exciting. It's dancing girls. I mean, come on, it's dancing girls. Can't go wrong there. And they serve some food and drinks, so like popcorn and stuff. But I definitely recommend if you come to Silver Dollar City. This is the only show I saw because, well, the rest of them were all bluegrass shows, and that has no appeal to me whatsoever. I don't know what they else normally show when there's not a. It was the only one that apparently was not all country music, so probably the only one that would appeal to me anyway. But, you know, at least the only show I saw was a good one, and one I do recommend. So that's good. Here's the entrance to Fire in the Hole, if you're curious what that looks like. Now, I don't know what kind of country music, bluegrass kind of thing they're showing in whatever the Opera House is, but it is remarkably popular, because look at this line. And all the way down the hill there. Really long. I want to stop by and capture this real quick. They got a wacky jerky and sausage company. So you want to try all sorts of things: buffalo, deer, turkey, yak, ostrich, alligator, pheasant, all those sorts of wild stuff. Now, whatever you do, don't eat kangaroos. Kangaroos are adorable. They're my friends when I go to Busch Gardens. Don't eat them. They're too cute. I didn't notice this earlier when I was over here at the Powder Keg, but it's part of the theming on the ride. And the roof there is an old rope boat from the Buzzsaw Falls attraction. So there's that. It's sort of an homage to what was here before. And as a nerd, I have to say, that's pretty neat. One thing I really wanted to get on camera was out behind the back of this restaurant here. They got a giant, beautiful waterfall. Really neat. Kind of off the beaten path, too. So something you gotta look for. Really, really cute shirts for little kids, and I don't normally say that, but I think that's really neat. Now, word to the wise, if you don't like hills, Silver Dollar City might not be the park for you, because they've got some doozies like this one here. Now, kind of a hard park to navigate, but one thing that helps out all over the park, you find chalk drawings like this. Like, so if you need Outlaw Run or an outhouse, follow that arrow. Or you need to find the train, follow that one. Well, apparently I stumbled onto a petting zoo, home to goats and some chickens, some giant chickens, and some geese. These chickens have big feet. Look at that. For a large chicken. They kind of look funny when they walk. Look at this chicken walk. This amuses me. And look over here. There's a dog. There really is entertainment everywhere in this park. Unfortunately, most of it is, you know, banjos and country music. Now, I've been in a lot of gift shops, in a lot of theme parks, but I don't think I've ever seen a new ride get tastes. Yes, Outlaw Run has not only its own zesty honey barbecue sauce, but it also has red hot cinnamon candy apple butter. Both actually sound pretty good. Now, I wanted to finish up the video over here in what's really my favorite area of the park. And that's this big giant deck out at the end of Wildfire where they have the on-ride photo booth. And you just have this great patio here. As you can see the patio here. And you just see for miles and miles and miles in the Ozark Mountains and rivers and things like that. And I think it's just awesome. This ride, along with Thunderation and whether it's a big surprise. Yes. I mean, I knew it was going to be a B&M loop and roller coaster, so it was going to be a good ride, but I guess I didn't. The pictures don't really do it justice because you do get one of the most spectacular views of any ride out there, and really something that's perfectly built here at Silver Dollar City to take care of the scenery. So big thumbs up to the view, and also, I mean, I gotta say, I had high expectations coming into this park, and they definitely lived up to it. You know, going with that Hershey brand, I knew it was going to be a strong product, but it lived up to the hype. Very happy I made the trip. I encourage you to do the same. Outlaw Run lives up to the hype. The park lives up to the hype. Very nice. You know, I wouldn't put it as the best park in the world. I really don't think it's on the level of the Disneys and Universals, but I think it's on that second tier, you know, with the Dollywoods and Busch Gardens and things like that, where, you know, that second level of parks for me. Hope you enjoyed this video. Check us out online on the Facebook page, facebook.com/coastercrew. Be sure to subscribe so you see all my antics and stuff on here. And we'll check you out next time. Thanks for watching.